Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're playing Altered Beast for the Famicom, otherwise known as Juuouki, which I'm probably butchering. Going to watch a bit of the intro here, because they went to the effort of putting in some of the animation that occurs in the arcade version, such as that eye and the other eye. And that's pretty much it. So let's just go ahead and start the game! Right now I'm just going to play as Guy, who has no name. Nobody says rise from your grave. Obviously everything is much smaller. Nobody says power up. And the difficulty curve is much higher compared to, say, the Sega Master System version and even the arcade version. Plus, when you need to jump, you have to press up. And then in order to jump high in the air, you have to press up twice. I don't really like that. In the Sega Master System version, you just had to press both buttons together to jump, and I find that a lot easier. Something about pressing up to jump doesn't really work properly. And much like the Master System version, in order to accommodate the large size boss, they darken the background. And I believe this is so that they can use the background layer to create the boss and use sprites for the flying heads. And that makes it less glitchy, less flickering. Basically makes it easier. Notice our lives are being represented by what are supposed to be wolves, but to me look more like cats. And he doesn't take the magic spirit balls from us, he just kind of floats up in the air and then we de-evolve back to our normal self. And now we're on a level that is not included in the arcade version or the Sega Master System version, or for any other version I might add. It's an extra level with creatures we don't see anywhere else. And it's so much harder to get that guy in the air because of the way the controls are. There we go. And if you notice that I'm not taking damage, that's because I'm using a cheat. I finally learned how to activate cheats using the Super Console X, because it uses RetroArch, which I guess is the operating system or something, and you can create cheats. And I actually was going to start this without cheats, but I forgot that they were on. So let me take a moment to show those off. Go into the cheats here. And here's where the actual cheats are. I have invincibility and live cheats. So that's what that looks like. You set the value to 12 and memory address to 146, and that will give you invincibility. And for lives, you go value number 2 and memory address 147. So where I got some help for these cheats is gamehacking.org. And what you want to do is you want to look at the standard codes. And if you can figure out how to read them, I'm not totally 100% sure how to read them myself. But if you're able to figure it out, then you can plunk in the values here and hopefully get yourself a working cheat. You have to know the name of the game, so in this case it was Juuouki. Too many U's and an O and a U. Anyways, you have to know the name of the game that you're trying to find cheats for. So anyways, back to the actual game. I'm just going to leave those cheats on. And now we are something. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. A lion? I guess that looks like a lion. So I do kind of like that they changed the icons for your lives to make it represent the altered beast that you are. By the way, this is the weird power. It like loops back on itself. Anyways. For this boss, you kind of just have to stand here and just keep attacking. And if you get the timing right, which I'm not, of course, there we go. You can prevent all of the shots from coming out and just destroy him pretty quickly. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, there might come a point in time that I'll have to turn off at least one of the cheats to make it slightly easier on myself. Sounds weird, but that's the way cheats work sometimes, is that you have to turn them off to make things better in the game. But for right now, it's fine that they are on. I want to let one of these guys get on my head because it looks really stupid. Now I can't get it off. Anyways. Get it off, get it off, get it off. I want to get that spirit thing. There we go. One thing about the Master System version and Genesis version and arcade, I believe, I could be wrong, but the screen will always scroll regardless of what's happening. In this one, the screen will stop if you haven't defeated all the enemies, so I'll leave them alone for now. And at some point in time, the screen will stop scrolling. Watch, the game will totally go against what I'm saying, but it does happen. Okay, see, now I'm stuck until I defeat all of these enemies. Well, at least those two. I guess the game doesn't care about this thing that's stuck on my head currently. So now we are shooting out a ball of energy as opposed to a lightning bolt, but much like the Master System version, instead of having lightning around us, we're just glowing. I don't think I destroyed one of those dragons. So normally in any other version you would just go directly up to him and use lightning all the time, but it's actually easier to do this. And notice how every second shot is going through him, so it's not even, there's no point in shooting rapidly because they don't even do damage. There we go. Our life icons are dragons, of course. Okay, on to the next level. So now we actually get to play the bear level, unlike the Sega Master System version. So I guess in that respect, the Famicom version is slightly better, even though The graphics are really weird and the sprites are really small. There's no sound clips. The colors are also questionable. Presentation-wise, I think the Master System looks better, although it's super choppy. So the speed of the gameplay in this is definitely an improvement. I just fell down a hole, but luckily I have unlimited lives, thanks to my cheat. That's why it's important to find unlimited life cheats even if you have invincibility, because sometimes there's a hole in games and they will get you. I still maintain that the Master System version could have totally had the bear level. They just wanted to limit the size of the ROM. I still don't know how large it is, but they were usually anywhere from like 2 megs to 4 megs. I believe I said that. And for all I know, I'm wrong. Maybe I'll go look it up and find out what they are and put it on the screen. Okay, that's what they are. By the way, notice how they're not turning to stone like they would be normally. So this is the fix that I would have recommended for the Master System as well. Just destroy the enemies, don't turn them to stone. Turning them to stone uses more data. Just have them blow up. And there's really only 2 additional sprites that you would need. The snail enemies and the ant enemies, and they already made the ant enemies. They just needed to add the snails and 1 boss. Okay, so this boss... Oh, I'm thinking of another version, a surprise version that I don't think I mentioned that I would be playing. But there you go, I've revealed the secret. There's going to be one secret, unannounced version of Altered Beast that I remembered / discovered that I'm going to play as well. But for now, we're just going to shoot this guy. Apparently we can't... Oh, I was going to say we can't do that, but we can! Jumping and spiraling still works as an attack. It didn't seem to be effective until when I wanted to do it. Anyways. It just didn't seem effective before. And then as soon as I said it wasn't effective, it suddenly became effective. And that makes total sense. Oh, here we have another level where apparently I'm going to be a shark. I forgot about this level. Have I even played this game all the way through? Now I'm wondering. I don't think I did. As a reminder, if it isn't already apparent, I'm also playing this in 1080p. I'm interested to see this shark transformation. I'm confident I have not changed into a shark before. I went to the trouble of creating this cheat, but I'd never played the game all the way through to the end after creating the cheat. So this is going to be the first time I'm finishing this game. So it'll be a surprise to all concerned. And I'm not going to get that thing, am I? I'm not going to get that thing, am I? Sounded weird the way I said it the first time for some reason. Come on. See, okay, he went away. I was gonna complain how the screen wasn't scrolling. Just make me an altered beast already. Thank you. I'm not sure. It's so silly. And I have a tail whip as my secondary attack. And now I have what looks like a lightning, maybe a vicious bubble attack. For some reason when I attack like that, it looks more like a dolphin than it does a shark. What will be the boss? On my next secret Altered Beast game, I'm probably going to use cheats on that as well, because it's very difficult. The reason why I use cheats on this one is, even though it seems like you get unlimited continues, I'm not sure whether you do or you don't, but it seems like you do get unlimited continues. Okay, what is that? Oh, it's a squid octopus that looks really weird. So yeah, if you do get unlimited continues, they start you off at the beginning of the stage, and I didn't want us to like watch the beginning of the stage over and over again. Okay. I'm figuring I have to hit it in the eye. And I have to be lower than I thought I would be. Nope, not quick enough. So I gotta lure the tentacle down here. This reminds me of the game I'm working on right now, Defenders of Light, where I'm working on the octopus boss right now. Wow, this is harder than it looks. Finally! That took a long time. I can only imagine trying to do that without cheats. For me, at least, wouldn't have happened. The timing is so particular. I can only imagine what editing me is going to have to go through to make that more interesting and quicker. These guys punch way too much. Come on, power up! I didn't know you could jump on these things. I thought they were just part of the background. Which they are, but you can jump on them. Wonder if I'll be able to jump on those things, probably. Yep, I can jump on it. Yay, I'm a tiger. A very odd, blotchy tiger. At least I got the powers correct. I'd say more so even than the Master System version. Except for that. That does not look right. Wow, it is big compared to how small I am. Am I hurting it? I'm getting no indication of causing it damage. Okay, now it's showing signs of damage. It should at least be blinking when I'm attacking it. Also, I shouldn't be getting hurt when I'm attacking it with my up and down power. Whatever, it's defeated. Now, will this be the final level, or will we get yet another surprise transformation? I really don't look like a tiger at all. I just look like a random assortment of colors and blocks. Oh, we got a bird transformation. That's interesting. And some new enemies. If I had had a Famicom, I probably would have been happy getting this version of the game. I don't think I would have been completely upset by the weirdness of the sprites and stuff. The lack of color variety. I want that. I'm not going to be able to get it because I don't jump properly. See, normally you would be able to jump diagonally, but because I have to press up to jump, it's not working properly. Like, this is me jumping diagonally. That's how that works. It's not quite enough of an arc for a jump. Plus, in the arcade version of Altered Beast, the spirit ball stays closer to the ground for a longer period of time. In this one, it seems like it travels up the screen a little bit faster. Basically forcing you to jump to get it if you're not directly in its path. Give me... That time diagonal jumping slightly worked. It worked for what I was trying to accomplish. Still can't say it's a successful diagonal jump, though. Hooray! I'm a bird now. Okay, so that's an interesting secondary power. See, if they were to make a updated version of Altered Beast, I think adding more transformations would definitely be a plus. What am I going to face now? A weird demon thing. Am I damaging it? Oh, now I definitely am. Yeah, using the secondary attack is not very good, because you just run into it and get knocked back. At least it's easier than that other boss was. Yeah, so much easier to attack it. Am I going to have the final transformation of the game or another surprise level? We shall see. This looks like the final level. I'm kind of digging the Famicom version of the Altered Beast theme. Got heavy percussion going on. Hey, come back here. That was kind of unfair. I was knocked back on top of that thing that's preventing me from getting this spirit ball. At least the monsters are the right size relative to me as compared to, say, the Sega Master System version where they were all very small. They obviously put all the sprite work into the playable character and not the enemies and such. Although the NES version of Shinobi is, in my opinion, a lot worse than the Sega Master System version of Shinobi. Usually the NES versions or Famicom versions are worse than their Master System counterparts. But in this case, it's debatable. They both have pluses and minuses about them. This has level variety and slightly more faithful to the arcade because it has all of the arcade levels, but small sprites and not very many colors, whereas the Master System version sacrifices frame rate, but is very colorful and sacrifices a level. But you have extremely detailed transformations and large bosses, the same as this one. You have voice work. But a very bad ending. We'll see how the ending is with this. If I had to guess how this is going to end, it'll have music and it'll just say the end. But who knows, maybe it'll have some of the cutscenes. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either. Because it seems like even though they haven't used any of the cutscenes so far, they might have saved some of them for the ending. And will defeating the end boss be the same pattern? We'll see. Oh, wow. It's completely different. Now it's giant boss, and I can't even get close to him. And this seems to be like a gamble of whether you're going to jump or duck. And of course, I'm not doing either at the appropriate time, so I'll just take the hits because I can. Oh, there I ducked. I avoided an attack. Up. Down. Okay, I didn't jump at the appropriate time. If I can jump at the appropriate time, I have figured out the pattern. I have to jump way before I think I should. Whatever. Oh, it's because of the way I'm jumping. There we go. I don't even have to duck. I just have to stand there. Well, there you go. That's how you defeat that boss. Is it the final boss? Yes, it is the final boss. Hello. Oh, get credits and stuff. That's interesting. Staff names, game designers. Okay. So that was Altered Beast, aka Juuouki, for the Famicom. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and we'll let the credits play. See you next time! Okay, that was unexpected. And now this, a curtain, much like Super Mario Bros. 3. Yeah, weird.